What's up, guys? Welcome to lesson 5 for solving inequalities. Let's do it. So first we have t plus 1/5 is less than 2 7/10. So just isolate. So we're going to subtract both sides by 1/5. We'll write that over here. These guys are gone. So now it's t is simply less than 2 7/10 minus 1/5. How are we going to combine these? We got a fraction over here, fraction with a different denominator, so we got to fix that. Let's get it up to 10, which we can do just by multiplying the top and the bottom by 2, right? Because we need both of these to have tenths. T is now less than 2 7/10 minus 2/10. That's a 7 here. Now we just subtract these fraction parts. It's not too bad. What's 7/10 minus 2/10? We just subtract the numerators and it becomes t is less than 5/10, or t is, 2 5/10, which we reduce the 5/10 to t is less than 2 1/2. Right? We simplify that down to 1/2. Next, write and solve an inequality to find the swimming rate of a manatee that swims at least 15 miles in 3 hours. So the swimming rate. So again, whenever we're talking about rate, we just say, let's say x, and the swimming rate of a manatee that swims at least, okay, so he swims greater than or equal to 15 miles in 3 hours. Just like if we were doing 60 miles in 1 hour, that's 60 miles per hour. So x is greater than or equal to 15 divided by 3, divide 15 by 3. X is greater than or equal to 5, and we could say miles per hour, right? And that's his rate. He's at least swimming 5 miles per hour. Let's move on to number 36. So number 36, we got -3/4 is greater than -6/10 a. So what do we got to do here? Remember, we always have to do the opposite to isolate a. So it's multiplied by -6/10. So we got to also multiply it in this case by the reciprocal of that fraction, which is -10/6. So we got -3/4 greater than -6/10 a. And we multiply this by -10/6. And we do the same thing here, -10/6. These guys cancel out. That's why we multiply by the reciprocal. Now what is this? We can multiply 10 times 3, 6 times 4. But we could also cross simplify. We can divide 10 and 4 by 2, which gives us 5/2. Right? 4 divided by 2 is 2. We divide 3 and 6 by 3. This becomes 1. This becomes 2. So now we have 2 times 2, 5 times 1. So we have a, and then on this side we have 5/4. 5/4. And it's positive because we had a -10/6, -3/4. The negatives cancel out. But what about the inequality? We actually flip the inequality. A is greater than 5/4. The reason why is because when you multiply both sides by a negative, all of a sudden now you got to flip that inequality symbol. So now A is greater than 5/4, right? And if we would have done it, if we wouldn't have simplified, we would have gotten 30/24. The same thing, right? You divide both by 6, you still get 5/4. Now let's graph it. And we're going to graph it like this. We have 5/4 wherever we got it. Doesn't matter. Put a circle to indicate that it's greater, not greater than or equal to. And then we shade everything to the right because it's everything bigger. That's all you need for a graph of the inequality, and you're good. Now let's solve this guy. Again, we need to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1/3, which is 3/1, or 3. That's the reciprocal. We always do that with fractions. Multiply this side by 3 as well. So again, now these guys cancel out. We got y is less than or equal to, what's 3 times -9.6? You can write it out if you want, or you can do it in your head like I like to do. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 0.6 is 1.8. So that gives us -28.8. Y is less than or equal to -28.8. Circle this guy too. And now let's move on to 50. 18 is at least the product of -6 and a number. Write and solve. 18 is at least, that is greater than or equal to, at least is always greater than or equal to, the product of -6 and a number, x. That's it, that's the inequality. Let's solve, meaning let's isolate x. We're gonna divide both sides by -6, divide both sides by -6. X is, wait, we divided by negative, so we switch the inequality like this, greater than or equal to -3. And